Hello Gaffers, welcome to Gaffer Tapes, 3 things learnt in game week 4. So what have we learnt from the last game week? First thing is Flint and Morrison, the Cardiff centre-backs, have continued to show aerial prowess in the box from crosses and set pieces. So we knew that both of these centre-backs had the most aerial threat potentially of all the defenders in Gaffer, but we didn't know that they'd be quite so good for shots in the box and goal returns. But over the season, Aidan Flint is top goal scorer now with 4 goals, and his centre-back partner Sean Morrison also has a goal and an assist. Sean Morrison was the better asset for goals last season, and that's why he was priced at 6 million before the season, whereas Flint only played half the season under Mick McCarthy and came in at a lower price at 5.0, but I've predicted that he will go up, having scored 2 braces in the past 2 game weeks, which is astonishing for a centre-back, I'm sure you'll agree. But Aidan Flint's underlying metrics back up the goals that he's scored so far from crosses into the box. Very good in the air throughout his career. But so far this season he has 6 shots in the box and 12 shots, which is the most of all defenders. Sean Morrison is the second of all defenders for shots so far. The second thing to note is that the Stoke wing-backs are playing much higher up than they were last season. Tommy Smith is right wing-back, who, as you can see on the heat map, is more often than not in the attacking half, and spent a lot of his time on the pitch in the attacking third as well. You can see where it shows up red on the heat map. He's also playing the majority of the game in the attacking half, as is Josh Tymon on the other side, the left wing back for Stoke. So Stoke are playing a much more attacking system this season than they were last season, and this shows on the average positions. But Josh Tymon at left wing back is, in terms of average position, getting forward just as much as Tommy Smith, but hasn't had as many touches in the attacking third, although he did score the winning goal late in the game against Nottingham Forest in game week 4. The third thing that I've learnt over the season so far, but particularly this game week, which was quite surprising, Sheffield United lost 2-1 to Huddersfield Town in a game where you would expect Sheffield United to win as favourites, but they lost that game 2-1, and alarm bells are starting to ring with Sheffield United. They have started the season a shadow of the team they were back in their promotion season under Chris Wilder, and it looks like they will struggle to get going this season. Jokanovic had slow starts with Watford and Fulham, so it was to be expected, but not to this degree. They've really struggled so far this season with only 1 goal scored and 7 against. 2 of these you could say were difficult fixtures. Swansea, who've also struggled but finished in the top 6 last season. West Brom beat them 4-0 at home, which is very comfortable. West Brom are the team to beat, it seems, but to lose at home to Huddersfield Town 2-1 is a really bad sign for them going forward. So looking forward to the next 5 fixtures. They're all on paper easy fixtures for a team that have come down from the Premier League, but this is based on pre-season prediction that many had that Sheffield United would bounce back and finish in the top 6, but it's not played out that way so far. So the predicted table has flipped on its head, and I think we can now target Sheffield United as a poor team, both in terms of goals conceded and attacking numbers as well. So they've only scored 1 goal so far. They're really struggling for any sort of creativity in the attacking third. So you could back defenders against the Blades. So if you want a Luton defender, or maybe not so much a Peterborough defender, but maybe a Preston defender, I wouldn't be put off at all by what we've seen from Sheffield United in the opening 4 game weeks. So yeah, as Joel mentioned in 3 Things Learnt from game week 3, Sheffield United being a team you would avoid picking players, that play for Sheffield United, we can now target Sheffield United because they've been so poor, so lacklustre at both ends of the pitch. So that rounds up 3 Things Learnt from game week 4. Hope you found that information useful. I'll just go back through it all again. So Flint and Morrison continue to dominate in the box, and are getting on the end of many crosses for Cardiff in what can only be described as Cardiff defenders. Stoke wing-backs are playing high up, so definitely 2 players to look out for are the Stoke wing-backs. Tommy Smith got 2 bonus points in game week 4 for his attacking exploits. But Josh Tyman, although listed as a midfielder in GAFFR, might also be a good option. Tommy Smith looks worth every penny of his 5.1 so far. And Sheffield United are targetable to back against short term at least. There is the transfer window. There is obviously transfers to be made for them. You would expect after the start they've made, but it will take a while for those players to get bed in, and we might see a continuation of early lack of form for Sheffield United. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back soon with more GAFFR content.